Hello, everyone. Welcome to
Don't think too hard.
our channel.
She thought too hard.
Did.
So this week is a little bit of a different week because we're not doing a vintage doll. We're doing a
It's almost vintage.
not as far as I'm concerned. It's an original Strawberry Shortcake Berry princess doll.
Isn't that kind of rare?
They are definitely kind of rare, and I have always had her from the store.
Yes.
Yeah, she's a
Strawberry shortcake.
yeah.
When she's 4 and up. That was her thing.
Yep. I definitely love my strawberry shortcake. And this little girl needed a spa day.
She did, especially her hair.
Yeah. And I think it came out absolutely fantastic.
It did. It came out the way I hoped it would, but wasn't sure it would. So you just keep trugging on until,
Right.
and hope that it did. And it did.
It did.
It really did.
So I hope everybody enjoys this, and welcome to anybody that is new to our channel. We're glad to have you.
We certainly are.
Let's go watch the video. Well, here's our before and after of a different kind. She is a Strawberry Shortcake Berry princess from 1985, and she was my doll. And I think she needs a bit of a makeover. She was well loved, but not harshly. She needs her hair done and maybe bath.
Just a little refreshing and a little TLC.
Yep, that's all she needs.
Yep.
Ready?
Yeah, I'm ready. Are you ready?
I was born ready.
Yeah.
Okay, so first we're going to take off her lovely little gown, and she's going to get a bath.
Yes, she's going to get a little bath, but she's a little sticky. So we're going to use...
Well, we're going to do an experiment on her.
We're going to do an experiment, see if we can get the sticky off.
Okay.
Well, here she is. She's getting a bath. The only parts of her that are sticky, her face is not, her body is not, and her torso is not. It's her arms and her legs.
Well, that's because of her age.
Absolutely. And we tried a hand cleaner, and it did not work. So we tried Goo Gone, and her arms are fine. Now we're just going to show you.
This is the first time we've ever used Goo Gone on a doll.
Right.
We've heard other people do it, but we have never tried it before.
Yeah, we've seen other people do it.
So far, it does not seem to be hurting her.
It does not seem to be hurting her. So this is all I'm doing. I'm not really crazy about going over her shoes. I don't know if it would take off the paint or not. But, so I'm just going up and down to where she's sticky. I might do underneath her shoes where nobody will see. And since it's our doll and we're not selling her, we can do what we want.
I'd like her looking pretty again.
Yeah, we don't experiment on dolls that we sell. We only experiment on our own. And that is the truth. Okay, so here we go. I want cleaner feet. And it does clean. I don't see it removing paint yet. I see that paint has come off before I even started.
So she's still going to get a little bit of a bath with a Mr. Clean, but this is just to get the sticky.
This is
from her age and the plastic.
A dry part of the cloth. And yeah, I'll use the Mr. Clean on her shoes. I'm just delicately going over her white shoes.
With a Mr. Clean, a magic eraser.
A magic eraser.
Just a little bit damp.
She is quite old. Not as old as all the dolls we work on, that's for sure. You said her face is dirty? Where?
A little.
All right, I'll be careful.
You gotta be very careful about her
cheeks, her eyes,
like most
eyebrows.
any other doll.
Yes. You be very careful around the places of color. I think she looks great myself.
Yeah, okay.
So
next, I think we're going to
just give her
see her hair get washed.
First, she gets dressed. Well, here she is. She's all ready to have her spa day.
Well, I guess princesses don't always wear princess gowns.
I hope not. It would be very uncomfortable. Anyway, what we're going to do is, or what I do is, if you've seen any of the other tutorials, I pick out.
Well, this is a type of saran, I'm sure.
Yes, it's a type of saran.
So you're going to use.
It's a synthetic. We don't know what kind of synthetic, whether it's saran or not.
So in case this is the first time you've seen this technique, honey, show them what you're using.
I am using a very large needle.
Okay.
And you can see it shaped like that. For what reason? I'm not that great at this. And I have this trailing because I'll lose it.
Yep, it definitely will.
I have to have a tail or I'll lose it. So I use this with mohair. I use it with nylon. I use it with almost every kind of hair on a doll there is. Because before I wash, I want to separate the fibers. And I also want to check out the wig, or even if it is...
Well, this one's rooted.
Rooted, right. Even if it's rooted, I want to see how it was rooted. I want to see everything for a...
So you're just very gently...
Oh, yes.
Going through the fibers.
And separate. Actually, I'm just really separating. I'm not pulling. It looks maybe on camera as if I'm pulling, but I'm really not. I'm just separating. So here we have a little watered down laundry conditioner. Softener. And here we have a little watered down hair shampoo.
Mm-hmm.
So we're just going to wash her hair.
And you always put a towel around so that none of the water can get
into the body.
Yeah. Okay, then after that, you're going to rinse it, and then you're going to use the softener.
Look at the color come out.
Well, I don't think she's ever had
look at
her hair wash.
See the different colors she's got?
She's never had her hair washed, honey.
No. She needed it.
After that many years, I think we would all need it.
Yes, I do too.
Okay.
Now she's all rinsed and ready for her conditioner. We're using laundry conditioner because...
Softener.
Softener. For the conditioner because it's a synthetic. If it was real hair, then we wouldn't. We'd use what we use on our own selves.
Okay.
So she's almost done. Well, I've already picked out her hair with my needle. And then I always, on all the dolls except mohair, of course, you don't comb mohair, use a wide metal comb. But when you get down to things like her bangs, then I would use the real close tine metal comb. And of course, who has curlers?
I think that those are
small
skewers,
enough.
Aren't they?
They're skewers from the supermarket.
And what are we going to do with them?
Well, we're going to take these little nippers and we're going to make our own curlers.
Really?
Yes, we are.
Yeah, of course. That one decides not to cut right.
Well, I can't really get in close enough. So I'm going to make my own curlers. And I will use bobby pins to hold them in place.
And what else?
I will wrap the ends. The ends will be wrapped. Sorry. I will use these papers, and they're this long, but I've already cut them for the use of
So this is
bigger
what
dolls.
you use, only you're going to cut them in half.
I'm going to cut them again. And I don't have my other scissors that I would use. They're laying around here somewhere. Anyway, I will cut these because she's so small.
Okay.
So they'll get cut again. So I've taken a small portion of her hair after looking at one of her pictures online, what she used to look like. You can see it's wavy already because it has a memory from when it was new. And if there's any ends that are damaged even a little bit or maybe even slightly uneven, you give it just a tiny trim. I'm talking tiny. And you take those who haven't been to a beauty parlor, which will be most of you, probably, and you slide that down over the ends. And that is to keep the ends flat. See how flat they are? And I take one of my, make sure you got enough of that paper on the end so you can keep a hold of that. And I roll and spread and tighten, roll, tighten, roll, spread that hair. And let's see if a bobby pin works. Never did it before. I've done storybook dolls. Those are tinier than she is, so I figure I can do this too. And there is one of her curls. There we go. Now we're going to do that to her whole head.
Well, those are some very interesting curls. I don't think we've ever set a doll's hair like this before.
We've used toothpicks on storybook dolls. They're tinier.
You mean Nancy Ann's storybook dolls?
Yeah, Nancy Ann's storybook. We got some beautiful banana curls out of toothpicks.
You know what? I have high hopes that that she's going to look really nice.
I have no idea how she'll turn out anymore.
No, neither do I. But it'll be better than what it was.
Of course it will be. And I will wash and iron her dress. And she'll be all freshened up. And she has all of her things that she needs upstairs.
Well, I think she's going to be up for a few days. So after a few days, she will have her hair come down. And she'll get a nice clean dress. And we'll see her after. Well, are you ready to wash her dress?
I'm ready. I just hope I don't do it any damage.
I don't think so. So if you've watched our videos before, we usually have a bathtub for our little ladies to sit in. And I looked and I looked and I looked. And either things were too big or too small. So guess what? I think she looks pretty good sitting in the soap dish. She even has herself a little rubber ducky.
Yep.
Okay, let's see. What are you going to do? Just going to do the usual?
Just the usual. I'm going to get the dress wet. Then I'm going to put a little soap on it and do a very, very gentle cleaning. And then condition with fabric softener.
Right, but you're not going to OxyClean it.
Oh, no, can't OxyClean this. I've never used OxyClean on it. I wouldn't want to try.
Okay.
I don't have the guts.
Well, you get washing and then we'll see.
Okay. Well, here's her dress. It's been washed and I don't need to iron it. Maybe here I might iron this part, but I'm going to let it dry. And I'm going to take some tissue up into the bodice so that, oops, don't pull on that fabric. So there aren't any wrinkles when it dries. I don't want any wrinkles. And I don't want to iron anything that I don't have to. There we go.
Now it's just going to air dry.
Yes, and I usually stuff the sleeves, but with this fabric, I don't need to. And you can see that this fabric doesn't need to be ironed with an iron at all. Oh, that's why I was having trouble. Okay, so we'll close it in the back. And I think when this gets a little more dry, I might touch it up a little bit with the iron. But otherwise, I'm just going to sit it over a glass, upside down glass, and let it dry. Okay. Well, here she is, and we've decided that her hair's been up long enough.
It's been up quite a while.
And so we're going to take it down.
See what happens. This is a first for us.
This is a first. Yes. We don't know what's going to happen. We'll know it when you know it. So here we go. And definitely she has papers. We don't want to pull on those papers, unwrap the papers. There we go, because we want all the curls. And let's unwrap that paper and try to maintain that curl. I'm going to slip out that. There's that curl in place.
Very good. All right, we'll watch it a little faster. Well, I guess all those little skewer rollers actually worked. It's a little tight, but it will relax, and I'm going to kind of take my fingers through it and
make it tight. Millions of little curls.
Yeah. Yeah, she won't have this real tight hair for very long.
No. She has to get it styled. This is just the beginning.
Okay.
Well, her hair looks a little bit different than when we took it down. We thought we'd show you and tell you how we did that. How did we do that?
You can show them, I just took each one of those curls and with my fingers, I just pulled those curls apart and they curled into their own little bitty curls.
Do you know why they did that? Can I tell you why?
Go right ahead.
Because when she was manufactured and they made her wig and it was supposed to be like this, it has a memory.
Ah, what about this lovely little doodad on her head?
Well, we lost over the moves. We lost her original
So you made a new
headband. I attempted.
Okay, I think it looks good. And I think we're ready to see her completely finished.
That would be great.
All right, let's go do it. Well, there she is. And she has her wand and her palette. And I think she's got some friends. And I think they're all happy to see that she had a spa day.
Yeah, she had a real good one too.
All of these dolls are original, and
they're your birthday, they're Valentine's Day,
yes,
they're Easter, they're Christmas. Oh, I bet you even got one at Thanksgiving. Whatever holiday came up, that's when you got another one.
because that's what I wanted. That's all I wanted.
All you wanted.
Yeah, I've had them all their entire existence.
Yes.
And I've always really loved them.
Can I say something?
You're going to say it whether I want you to or not, so go ahead.
Okay. When she was 4 and got her first couple of dolls, I looked at the dolls and saw how the hats were attached and that they had curls. And I said to her, if you play with her hair, comb it and take the hats off, then they're not going to be the way they look now. So play with them all you want. But my suggestion, because I didn't tell her what to do, I said, my suggestion is you leave them as they are.
Well, I did.
Well, everyone, we haven't decided what we're going to do next week. So it'll be a surprise to you, and it'll be a surprise to us.
I think we've been a bit indecisive lately.
Yeah, no sun. The sun is gone here.
Definitely gone.
We don't have a lot of sun where we live.
So,
We're tired.
are you ready?
Yes. Oh, you mean about the end part?
Yeah.
Oh, just remember, it is possible to do it yourself.
All right.
Was that okay?
I'll take it.
Okay, good.
Bye, everybody.
Bye.